Hello and good morning, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, I am Vivian and I share videos related to food, fitness and lifestyle. Welcome back to day 19 of the Gymshark66 challenge. Now, if you don't know, 19 days ago this year, I decided to pledge myself to the Gymshark66 challenge. And what that means is that for the next 66 days, I have pledged to drink 2 liters of water, get daily movement in and learn a new skill, whether it's both physical or mental. And if I may say so myself, I have been doing pretty alright. Yes, there's some days where there's been inconsistencies, life's taken over and I haven't completed everything. But this year I'm being more intentional about things, not spiraling just because I've missed one day, and seeing if I can see this challenge through, because I did try it last year and I burnt out after the first couple of weeks. And like I said in last week's video, to avoid burnout, which is what I was feeling a little bit last week, I'm not going to record the whole week. I'm going to record parts of the week and just take you through to show you that some days it's different. Some days you're going to have to work that little bit extra, push yourself to get out, but some days it'll go smoothly. And I'm hoping today is that day. So it is Monday the 19th and it's currently 4:24. I am getting ready to go to the gym. We've got a glute workout today. Now, I don't think I will do a mic'd up session because I do want to be in and out quickly, because I do have to film another video for Instagram, which is episode 3 of my Art of Being a Beginner series. If you haven't checked that out, go to my Instagram, it is Gains with Viv, or go to TikTok, which is Gains with Viv as well, to see more daily updates on there. But with that being said, let me have my breakfast and then I shall be out the house in around 20 minutes and I'll catch you in the gym for our glute session. We're going to spend the morning together and then tomorrow we're going to spend the evening together, and then on Wednesday, the last day of week 3, we're probably going to spend my post-workout routine together, just so that I have time to turn around this content and also balance it with work as well as my social life. I don't have the capacity to be filming every single day, so that is what I'm going to do moving forward. Select days that are going to be convenient to film and then can work around my schedule. I hope that is all right with you. I hope you do enjoy this vlog and I hope you're enjoying them so far. If you are joining the Gymshark66 challenge, 75 hard, or any New Year's resolutions that you've set upon yourself, let me know how that's going in the comment section and let's support each other. I will catch you in the next little part of the vlog. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye. Alright, so I'm home. I've just come back from the gym. It's currently about 7:50 right now, so I've got about an hour to need to be in the office. But good news, my step count, we're at 7.2k steps already and it's not even 8 o'clock yet, so love that. I'm gonna go on some walks around work throughout the day just to get me off my desk, and I've been using the Pomodoro method or hack, I don't know what you want to call it, to basically be more productive, because I find like sometimes at work I feel like I haven't done anything by the end of the day. So I set myself 3 tasks and I give myself 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25 minutes and so on until I get to the 4th round where I have like a half an hour break, so I don't feel burnt out and I can actually keep track of like, yeah, I actually done stuff today. I'm gonna get ready for work, get us some food in, have a shower, all that good stuff. So I will catch you tomorrow when we do my post-workout routine and talk about the Gymshark66 challenge a bit more in depth and what I've been enjoying so far, what I've learned and whatnot. But honestly, I want you to remember, if you're finding it hard to stick to your new habits, your new routine or anything like that, just honestly think of January as your 30-day trial. before you subscribe for the whole year. Like, this is where you can make all the mistakes. This is where you can trial out new routines, try out new foods, try out everything that makes sense to you. So for me, like, I'm trying to do more calisthenics. I'm trying to fit all this exercise around my work schedule. I'm trying to add and take away and then see what I can maintain. Because at the end of the day, you need to protect your energy. You don't want to be burnt out. You don't want to be overwhelmed. So this is the month to do all this. Play around with your routines, play around with any new activities you want to try and do and anything like that. So January is our 30-day trial before we subscribe for the whole year, or we unsubscribe and do a different routine. So that is what I'm going to leave you here with. You don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great. And literally before I leave you, what are we saying for today's face? I put a little bit of blush. I put a bit too much, to be fair. And I was like, blush blindless, not going to be me, but I kind of like it. Like, it gives me a little bit of color, a little bit of pop. And then I added just a tiny little dot of concealer and maybe a stroke of contour, and then just patted it all in. But she's looking cute, right? Let me know in the comment section. I'm not really a girly that wears makeup a lot, but I want to do that little clean girl, because I think I think a full beat would scare me. So that's why I'm doing like little subtle, little bits, and then just a lip liner, which I have kind of, it's not here anymore. But anyways, in the comment section, let me know, give me any tips. And I'm thinking to do my hair soon, probably mini twists. Do you think I should do it with my natural hair or add extensions? Because my friend back home, she's been doing them with her natural hair, and I feel like our hair's similar length. Maybe mine might be a bit longer, and it looks cute. I like it, low maintenance, and that's what I want for now, because like you can see, it was slick back when I left this morning, but because of the weather, humidity, sweating, it now, my edges are just kind of, what are they doing? Who knows? But yeah, catch you in the next part. Have a good start to your week.
The next morning.
Happy Tuesday, my loves, and welcome back to day 20 of the Gymshark66 challenge, where I've decided that I'm going to take it upon myself to pledge to Gymshark that I can, for 66 days, drink 2 liters of water, get daily movement in, and also learn a new skill. I have just got back from the gym about an hour ago. I've showered, freshened up, evidently, and I've just had breakfast. I was going to film the entire thing, but I feel like I have filmed this routine multiple times. I just wanted to take this opportunity as like a one-to-one chit-chat, catch up, see how it's going, and just like a little check-in. So if you're cool with that, grab yourself some popcorn, grab a drink, whatever you need to get through this little segment of the vlog, and let's get into it. Okay, cool. So to stay on topic and make sure that I'm not rambling on for too much, I've got my phone here, which has bullet points that I want to cover, so that if you ever do want to do a Gymshark challenge, any challenge, 75 hard, 75 soft, or just any personal habits that you're trying to improve for this year, it can possibly help you out on and stays on topic. Okay, so basically week 3 felt quieter but reassuring. There was nothing dramatic that happened this week, no huge motivation spikes. It just felt a little bit more settled. I wasn't even overthinking any of the goals. If I'd missed some or anything like that that derailed me from my tasks, I didn't overthink it, and it actually made me feel a lot more confident in this challenge and how I was going to get through it within the 66 days. So my second point was less chasing wins, more protecting energy. So instead of focusing on having to complete every single goal of the day, I was listening to my body and responding. So for example, if there was days I was more tired than others, I would adjust myself around that to make sure I was hitting those goals. So for example, if I was sore from the previous day, I made sure that my movement for the next day was gonna be easy cardio or just light stretching at home. If I was struggling to hit my water goals, I just spread it out throughout the day, make sure that in the morning I drink at least 500 ml, in the afternoon I drink another bit. So just breaking it down and just making sure that my day is around the routine and not the goals are dominating how I'm moving forward, if that makes sense, I hope. And then my third one was noticing what supports me versus what needs work. Within the last 3 weeks, I have noticed that certain habits I am able to tick off quite easily, even earlier in the day compared to others. So for example, if it's a bit darker and gloomy or I'm not as active, I do notice I don't drink as much water. But the movement one, I can almost guarantee I'll tick it off every single day. I'll go on multiple walks if I'm in the office, or I'll obviously go in the gym in the morning, which I can also tick 2 in 1 because I'm getting my daily movement in. And then I'm also spending some time doing some stretches to unlock my splits, to get better at handstands and so on. And those are one of my skills that I do want to improve. So sometimes I can achieve 2 goals in 1, And then the other one I have to pay a bit more attention to and see how I can kind of maneuver throughout the rest of the day to ensure that happens. But obviously each day does tend to look a bit different, because when it's a weekend and I don't go to the gym, I really have to push myself to get up and go outside for a walk, or even do like a Pilates session at home. So moving into week 4, I just have to take note and reflect on a Sunday evening that this week, this is what went well, and this is where I had to push myself a little bit more. So how can I get that better for the following week? So those are the adjustments I'm kind of making as I'm going along throughout this challenge. And number 4, small adjustments and rest mattered more than pushing. Some days I would choose to do shorter walks, lighter sessions, instead of doing more and getting burnt out and overwhelmed. And on some days, which I never used to be really good at this, like resting to me seemed like I was failing or I was behind. But right now, when I've got so much on my plate, I actually value resting so much more. And I'm actually taking those days a full advantage to those days, because they don't come often. I will have like active rest days, obviously, but full rest days where I don't do anything at all, it just allows me to reset and just feel so much better when I go back into my habits and into my movements, into whatever I'm doing in life, going back to work, going back to the gym. It just feels so much better when you're allowing your body to rest and reset. So I would honestly say, give yourself grace, give yourself time. If you are burnt out, if you're feeling overwhelmed, do take those rest days, because they are important. So moving on to our next point, I had thinking beyond the challenge. So I'm not thinking about ticking off days anymore. It's about the version I want to be after this challenge, because it's all good and well doing the challenge for 66 days and then what? We do this again next year. No, the reason I chose to do this challenge and the habits that I chose were intentional. I want to be this person who's getting daily movement in, continuously learning something new and not feeling stagnant in life, and also like pouring more into connections. So the first couple of weeks of January, I've been more intentional with my connections, friends, anything like that, even my relationships. I have actually been making effort to go out and meet people, connect with old friends from school, uni, whatever it may be, because I know in the long run, this is the type of person I want to be, not just a homebody. It's cool. I am a homebody. I accept that. But at the same time, I want more out of life. And I feel like this challenge and the habits I've chosen and everything that I'm doing alongside it is contributing to that. And then finally, the routine feels like something I'm building. So the routine doesn't feel like a checklist that I'm racing to complete. It feels like something obviously that's going to contribute in the long term and going to benefit me, especially as I'm trying to grow a community across all my platforms, do more in-person events when the time is right, help other people who perhaps have been feeling like how I did at the beginning of my fitness journey, and just show them that it's okay. You can make mistakes along the way. You can try again. It's not a one shoe fits all type method. Like, there is a space for everyone. And I do hope that this year I can actually take that to its fullest potential. And I cannot wait to see what the year brings, honestly. And also week 4, if you tune in, because that is where we'll catch up again. I think for week 4, I am going to do a more sit down video, just to add variety, because I know like I've taken you through my workouts, I've taken you through my morning routines and so on, but I do want to do like a sit down focused routine, get to know me, get to know how this challenge is affecting me, get to know how I'm benefiting from this challenge, besides becoming a Gymshark athlete, which would be a dream. But outside of that, what I'm learning and gonna take from this journey. So with that being said, let me get ready for work, because it is 8:46 currently, so I should be in the office within 15-20 minutes. Shouldn't be too bad. My bag is packed and I'm basically ready. So we'll have a prepared girly. Also on like 8,000 steps already. I chose to intentionally walk home. I knew it was raining and I was scared it was going to mess up my hair, but I was like, you know what? It's all for the steps. I can fix my hair later. I will catch you tomorrow when we do our evening routine, preparing for the next day, and how evenings help me have a successful morning, which I think will be helpful for anyone who does want to be a morning person, and just show you how I set up for my mornings so they can be stress-free. And
The very next evening.
good evening and welcome back to day 21 of the Gymshark66 challenge, which is the end of week 3. How have 3 weeks gone already? Like, that is actually insane. But I have just got home from work. I need to shower. My hair looks a mess because the weather is awful out there. And I've also come from the gym. So this morning I done a Pilates workout with Izzy, day 3 of her 25-day challenge, I believe. It was horrible. And what made it worse is that I challenged myself and I said, you know what? I want to do hot Pilates. So I blasted the AC on like 30 degrees, The radiators were on, probably not the best for my energy bill, but here we are for the gains. And it actually was quite humbling, to say the least. It was quite humbling. And then I just thought, let me finish off with a nice steady walk and do some editing after work, which is what I've done. And I've just got home. So what we're going to be doing is just going through my evening routine, because somebody said the best way to prepare for a morning is a good night routine. And to be honest with you, I couldn't agree more. So that is what we're going to do. I'm just going to empty out my bag and put my stuff away. I will tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. If you leave your space tidy, you come home feeling so much better, especially when you've had a stressful work day, or it's just one of those days where you just don't want to do anything when you come home. So that's what I did. I literally made sure that all the dishes were washed, the counters were cleaned, I'd done a quick vacuum around the house and just put everything away. And I've just come in now, tired, wet, and just want to get in the shower and just cuddle up and just whatever. And I'm just so thankful that I left the place so tidy. So the things I tend to do is that as soon as I come in, have a shower, pick out my clothes for tomorrow so that I don't spend ages trying to decide what I need in the morning, and I can just have a seamless start to the day. And then I'm also going to make sure my gym bag is packed. I'm going to put my water in the freezer because I like drinking cold water. And then for the rest of the night, I think we're going to tune into Traitors because it's the last 3 episodes before the final. And then also EastEnders. So that's going to be the night. I'm going to try, obviously, vlog and get as much as I can before bed. But yeah, that is it. I hope you're having a good week so far. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. So after the gym, when we were leaving, they had these little bags and I was like, can I have one? And they were like, yeah. So it's literally like an ESN goodie bag, basically. And it reminded me of going to like brand events and then they're giving you stuff at the end. Ooh, girl. And honestly, it's nothing exciting. There's like a shaker, like I don't have 101 shakers already. And then they've also got like a whey protein, which I do need to like restock my protein powder. So that was like a vanilla one. I think I might have that tomorrow. And then they've got a blackberry flavored whey isolate. So basically like a squash type vibe. And then there was a little protein bar, which I've just eaten on the way home now. 14 grams right there. And then like a little bag. How useful is that? I'm going to reuse it somehow. I don't know when, but I'm just going to throw it in my pile of bags that I will reuse. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Okay, so I think I've decided what I want to wear. So I got these shorts from Shein like time ago. They were like a nice pink color. Now they're a little bit too tight and are kind of off pink. I don't know how I'm going to feel in the morning. That is why we've got a backup option of my burgundy that's never failed me able shorts that always make me look good and feel good. So I'm going to bring those along. I've got my halter neck Gymshark sports bra. That's the sports bra. It's going to do what it's going to do. And then finish it off with a black zip up because I'm feeling that's the vibe I'm going for. Like a little cherry, a little black moment. I don't know what type of vibe it's giving. But that's probably what I'm going to do instead, actually. Pink might have to just go back in the cupboard. I've done a bit of a tidy. It seems a bit counterproductive, but I made my bed. I don't know why I made it when I'm going to get in bed in a few hours. But, you know, it is what it is. It makes me feel a bit put together, like I've done something. So next up, we need to go shower, and I'm just going to prop this next to my gym bag because it makes the most sense for me to put it there when I get up. Bathroom, gym bag, sorted. I literally look like a little egg right now, but I've got to let my hair marinate so that it is a nice slick back for the gym in the morning. But with that being said, I just wanted to come on here just to do a little catch up before I just wind down for the evening. I just wanted to say, like, it is crazy that we're already on week 3 of January this new year, and we're still consistently showing up for ourselves for these challenges that we've set ourselves to help us become the better version that we want to be this upcoming year and even beyond this challenge, you know. But I also wanted to say, like, one thing I've been taking away is that instead of trying to fit these challenges around my day and then getting down on myself when I haven't reached the challenge or haven't completed all of the goals, I have fit the challenges where it makes sense. So for example, on days where I know I'm in the gym, I know I will be able to tick off 2 of those challenges, and then for the rest of the day, I need to focus on drinking plenty of water. Or if it's a day where I'm at home and I've drunk plenty of water by lunchtime, I know I can go for a little walk, get daily movement. It doesn't always have to be intense. So I want you to listen to this and take notes, have a little grace on yourself, just be understanding, like, you're not going to be perfect 24/7. There's no such thing as perfect. Even those gym athletes that you aspire to be like one day, or your favorite influencers, or anyone that is a role model to your life, they have off days as well, and it is completely normal to have such off days. But with that being said, let me not take up too much of the vlog. I am now gonna go chill. We've got EastEnders to watch and Traitors to catch up on. So let me know down below what you're watching at the moment, and also how your goals are going. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow my socials: Instagram, TikTok, Gains with Viv. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.